Welcome back to yet another unboxing video here on my channel. This is Andy in Singapore. We have the first unboxing of the year and we have a G-Shock. This is a JDM model, so you don't see the usual camouflage outer box as well as the tin can. So there's no tin can for this one. Alright, so it's a outer box and we do have this sort of a cardboard inner box as well. Okay, so let me just flip open this cover here to reveal the Frogman. Ta-da! So this is the analog Frogman. It's not exactly the latest model, but it's sort of gone under the radar because the Frogman collectors, they're not so interested in analog Frogman. Okay, so for some reasons, this group of collectors, they think that a Frogman has to be a digital watch, and as a result, these analog Frogmans, they look rather cool, but they are very under the radar. I think the analog Frogman, they were released sometime in 2020 if I'm not wrong. Reference number for the watch is GWF-A1000. So from the reference number you can guess that this one has got atomic time function, it's got Bluetooth function, that kind of thing, and A1000 most likely refer to an all analog display, which is the case for this watch. And of course it's a tough solar watch as well. Now with all the packaging out of the way, as well as with the lens zoom in very slightly, let's take a closer look at the analog Frogman. I would say it sort of retains the exact same design cues from the traditional digital Frogman. It's got this offset case design, so you can see that the case is not quite lined up in the center. So it is shifted to the left if you look at the watch this way. And this is the signature look of the G-Shock Frogman. We've got this carbon fiber or carbon core design here, which makes this watch very light. I dare say this is much lighter than my GF-A1000. So I briefly owned that model for about 4 months, I think. More than 10 years ago, the GF-A1000 model. So it's a huge digital G-Shock, and if I recall, that watch was very heavy. So this is really light, and I'm very confident to say that it is contributed by this case back here, or the entire case design uses the carbon fiber technology or carbon technology. We've got a really cool case back here with this cartoon frog here. This case is holding some kind of, I don't know, lightning spear or something. Okay, it looks pretty cool. Alright, I love the Master of G case backs. Okay, so again, I'm loving the yellow accents on this version. I'm not too sure what these crowns are for, right? So obviously for a G-Shock, they are not the traditional crown where you unscrew and you set time. So I'm not going to mess around with that for now, right? Because this is a loan set from our boutique. Let me just take some time to thank Eric for loaning me the watches for my reviews. Alright, so very well made. Alright, so I do wish there's a carbon fiber strap, or at least a real rubber strap. As it is, I think this is a standard resin strap, which feels rather stiff at first impression. Alright, so if you're talking about high-end Casio G-Shock, I would think that they should have at least included a pure rubber strap, or you know, a carbon fiber strap, carbon fiber weave strap. So this is standard stuff, plasticky feeling. Alright, a little bit underwhelming for a high-end model like this. And zooming out very quickly for a staged wrist shot of the analog G-Shock on my wrist, so you can see that there's plenty of strap gap. Not quite lug overhang, but for some reasons, due to the case design and all that, and the overall case size, there is bound to be some sort of a lug gap, which is really annoying. So these days I understand, you know, if you can't fit just don't wear something that is overly big. So in this case, this watch is just huge, looks super tall. I think this has got to be minimally, what, 19 mm thick? Okay, wow, okay, it's way too big for my wrist, but the good thing is it's not overly heavy, so I think it's still rather manageable if you are looking for the Frogman look. And here's one more look at the analog Frogman GWF-A1000. So this is definitely high-end stuff, okay? It doesn't feel like your usual $150 kind of G-Shock, you know, the more basic build kind of G-Shocks, the GA2100 non-solar, non-Bluetooth version. So this is obviously in a position on the higher tier of things. So stay tuned for the full review of the analog Frogman. This is Andy in Singapore. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.